Yeah, it is clearly one of those days, guys. It's a happy day. I'm happy. You're happy. This is some of that like bitter chocolate. So it's like 86, 85% pure chocolate and, not a lot of sugar. It's healthy. No, it's not. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of comics. I'm going to finish this first before I continue. Sorry. It's late at night. If you're East Coast, you're definitely not up. If you're West Coast, you're probably not up. Only people watching this are going to be my England and Australian fans, all four of you. Let me get some beer to wash the chocolate down. What's that? Is that a Captain America popcorn popper? That is a Captain American popcorn popper. Let's look at a Captain American popcorn popper for a minute. I haven't opened it yet, but let me tell you why this thing is so awesome. Because I won it. I've been going to a free comic book day at my LCS for a number of years. And they always hand out raffle tickets. And I always get like three. I'm like, give one to this son, one to my other son. Never win anything. I won a Captain America popcorn popper. Do you have a Captain American popcorn popper? That's what I thought. All right. Let's get into it. That was free comic book day. So this pile over here, that's in no particular order. We're just going to go through it and see some cool comics. Right now I got 0 people watching. That's probably where it's going to be. So my half price books, my local half price books, tried selling these for like $2 or $3. And now they're down to 25 cents. They gave these out for free at Emerald City Comic Con a couple of years ago. I got in line and I got them signed. The reason I grabbed these is because a Deadpool for 25 cents given to my students, they're going to enjoy reading them. I got to go through and make sure it's appropriate because, Deadpool can be a little bit on the edge. But if that's appropriate, that's going to be a definite winner for my kids. So I got 2 because I got a lot of students. All right, half price books today. I spent $1.75. I got this. I already have a copy of this. This is one of my favorite fantasy novels. This is a comic book form. Magician Apprentice #1, 25 cents. I'll get that sticker off there. I'll bring it to school. My kids can read it. I showed a picture of this to Poor Man's Comics the other day. I'm like, do you have this, Adam Hughes? He's like, yeah, I think so. They were selling it for $5. It was like, that's ridiculous. But then there's this slightly beat up copy, Star Wars Legacy #1 by Adam Hughes, cover for 25 cents. That's more my style. I can get that off, and I don't have a press, but I can put this under a lot of heavy encyclopedias, and I can make this look nice again. Yay, good for 25 cents. I do not have this issue of Revival, and this is one of the coolest covers. That's kind of really sick. I like that. One of the ones that I'm missing. They had Punisher 2099, #1, first appearance of Punisher 2099. I wouldn't have bought that, but for 50 cents, we'll buy that, right? We'll go for that. So let's see what's down here. My other LCS, I actually dressed up, and this is actually walking distance from here. So I dressed up as Walter White. You guys saw my Walter White outfit on All About Comics Halloween show last Halloween. So I put on the hat. I already have the glasses. I already have the bald head. I already have the goatee. Put on a plaid shirt and slacks, and I'm Walter White, slightly overweight Walter White. I won second place in their costume contest, so Tacoma Comics got a $25 credit at the store, which is pretty cool. Plus, I got this right here. So it says 20% off purchase plus 1 free $1 comic. I don't know if that's for Free Comic Book Day or if that's for any other day. I think it's a thank you for coming on Free Comic Book Day. So I've got a credit there plus 20% off. Yay. Let's see what else I got. Picked this up at Half Price Books the other day. This is Mark Silvestri's Walking Dead 100 cover. $5. It might be worth a bit more to somebody. So that's pretty cool, though. First appearance of Negan. Yay. All right, let's see what's in that box. This was Comic Head 84, had a auction like 2 weekends. Nope, sorry. I lied. I made that whole thing up. Right here. I got this on Instagram from Panel Punks for Sale, super cheap. The reason I bought this comic right here, I already have a copy. This is for Pope Cerebus. Pope Cerebus won some comics from me in an auction about a month ago, and they arrived a tiny bit dinged up or something. I don't know. I don't think it was my fault. I think it was post office. Like when I put those boxes in at my local post office where I teach, they throw the boxes into the bin. So I knew he said he didn't have this one. I thought I'd go and look for this and see if I could get it for him on the cheap. So Pope, that's coming to you. Panel Punks for Sale is Panel Punks, PUNX number 4 sale. Does a really nice job, in cardboard, really good shipping. So just another one to recommend. I know we're always looking to recommend good stuff. While I was at Stargazer Comics, I found Naomi, what is this, number 2, second print. And I also found Naomi number 1, third print. On Free Comic Book Day at Stargazer, they had a deal. Any of their $2 comics were on sale for 50 cents. So I got Podameron Annual. I think this is by Rod Reese, this cover. I think it looks pretty cool. I collected this up until about issue 20. Then I kind of fell off. It got boring. But I've always loved the Phil Noto covers. Just some really cool art. So here's 31. This is getting towards the end of the run, but it's one I didn't have. Here's 29. Here's 30. So I picked up 3 of those for 50 cents each. Not a bad deal. Cleared them out of inventory. Got some comics I needed. Later on that day, I went over to Atomic Comics, another LCS, my main LCS, where my pull list is, and they had 30% off back issues or 25% off back issues. So I found this really cool variant to Lumberjanes number 3. I can't remember what that was, but it was pretty darn cheap. Out of order. Okay. So the other day I went to, there's a card and comic store near me. Well, it's really a card store and sports memorabilia with a small amount of comics. So I just went through the dollar bin. I didn't spend a lot of money here. I got Invaders number 2, 25 center with writing all over it there, but I thought that's pretty cool. None of these are in horrible condition. None of these are in great condition, but I'm pretty happy to have them. All of these are minor keys that I'm about to show you, and I don't know what's important about any of them without looking it up again. There's 41. I thought this artwork on this stuff was really cool too. There's 31. Real great Frankenstein, is that Frankenstein? Yeah, Frankenstein with a swastika on him, punching out Captain America, the Namor, and Human Torch in the background. Classic Invaders. Here's Hitler battling Thor, because why not? Captain Britain laying on the ground there, beaten bloody, while Spitfire and Human Torch are watching Namor and Thor go at it. And then they had Ultimates 2, number 2, and the guy at the store clearly didn't know what this was, because when I brought it up, he's like, "Oh my God, you found that Iron Man? That's worth a lot. I can't believe we have that in our dollar bin." I'm like, it's worth $1. Why is this comic a minor key? Because it's the first comic that has Nick Fury looking, more like Samuel L. Jackson than any previous actor who might have played him. So it's a Nick Fury that slightly looks like Samuel L. Jackson. That's what's important about this comic book. For $1, it's worth about $1. It ain't worth any more. Went to another LCS near me the other day. Grabbed an Exiles number 2 with bulk writing on the cover. I think that was like $1 somewhere. I don't know. Let's do pick of the week for. This is last week. I'm so out of order with my picks of the week. No, this is 2 weeks ago. Batman 69, and Batman 69 was this interesting one where he's realizing that he's going through all these nightmares and he's trying to get out of it. Plus, there's a lot of Naked Bane wrestling in here. Somebody's going to have to explain to me what the heck the Naked Bane wrestling is all about. But there's Naked Bane wrestling, and there's Batman and Catwoman kind of trying to come to terms with what happened, but she's also yelling at him, You're sleeping. This is a dream. Wake up. So whatever this whole dream arc has been that Tom King is doing, looks like for this nightmare arc, looks like it's coming to an end. Right here, the end. She even tells him, it's time to wake up. It is time to wake up. We also had the magnificent Miss Marvel coming out that week, and I'm liking this. I like Saladin Ahmed's writing. I didn't like too much. The first issue is okay. I like it better than the end of G. Willow Wilson's run. As much as I love G. Willow Wilson, I didn't love the end of her Miss Marvel run. But it looks like there's these ancient old white dudes with long beards who think Miss Marvel is a goddess from that's supposed to save their civilization at the end. So that's going to be kind of interesting to see what happens there. It's a good issue. Pearl is getting really cool. Pearl goes to Japan, meets up with the Yakuza clan that she's supposed to be in charge of because she's taken her mom's mantle, is told that they're all a bunch of sexist jerks, so she brings a gun into a club and threatens everybody, which is kind of funny. I'm loving Pearl. If you're not reading Pearl, you got to read Pearl. Pearl's good. Read Pearl. Pearl's really good. This issue of Animosity is about snakes. I hate snakes. No, I'm serious. I hate snakes. My wife, she's right over there, sitting on the other side of the table doing work. She knows I hate snakes. Animosity's lost it for me. Free comic book day Animosity is about snakes. No, 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 no. Snakes. No. Farmhand was really, really good this week. It's getting interesting. The story's kind of getting a little tighter. You're really starting to realize the players and the people and their positions. And it looks like, as soon as you think that Jed has done something horrible, it also looks like Jed has done something really good to help people. So there's a transplant that's going on to save somebody's life. But there's also bad stuff going on. Like this guy looks like he's a little upset with the results of something happened to him. So transplants aren't necessarily working out. Really solid issue. Nice new arc of Lumberjanes just started here, where Mal is kind of confronting some of her fears, and Ripley, who has no fear about anything, is kind of goading her into things. But I still don't like the new artist on this. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude. I just don't like it. So my pick of the week for 2 weeks ago, that's how behind I am on doing this, I think I'm going to go with the magnificent Miss Marvel by Saladin Ahmed and Minkyu Jung, Juan Blasco on colors, and Ian Herring on lettering. That's my pick of the week. I also read this week's comics. I only got 2 comic books yesterday at my LCS. I haven't done last week's though, so I'm all over the place with this. Let's eat some more chocolate, guys. I picked this up from my man Comic Smurf. I saw that he had this and he wanted this issue. He liked this issue. Found this issue for $1, so I picked a copy up for him. I'll send it off to him someday. Half Price Books. I went there on Free Comic Book Day, and they had a box of comics, basically for kids and stuff, to pick out a free comic. The free comic I picked out was a Free Comic Book Day comic from 10 years ago, 8 years ago, I think. But the reason I picked it out, I thought the cover is pretty cool. But it's Mike Carey, who's writing I love from Unwritten and Crossing Midnight, and Greg Land. So I thought that was kind of cool to get a Free Comic Book Day from 8 years ago on Free Comic Book Day. I don't know. Also, while I was there at Half Price Books, I picked up Green Lantern #1 from the New 52. I got a Michael Turner Fathom because people like Michael Turner Fathoms. I got Kim and Kim, Love is Battlefield #3 because I love this cover. She's got tattoos down here. She's wearing leather bustier. She's about to beat the crap out of you with her guitar over the head. Gotta love that. 25 cents. Gotta love that. Picked up a Lock and Key for 25 cents because I can. And if I can, I will. Got Empress by Mark Millar. This is one of the ones that's going to Netflix. #1 variant. It's a variant cover. So that was pretty cool. Got #1. Got a lot of those. Kind of hoarding those. Wolverine Origins. number, what is this? 26. This is the origin story of Dawkins. So it's not the first appearance. Good night. You are you good here with your stuff for your PA? You're good. Is that what I'm getting? Love you. See you in the morning. It's tough for teachers this time of the year, especially when it's really hot and sweaty out. We're super stressed. Testing is coming up. Valuations for everybody are coming in. Just stuff's going crazy, and that's okay. What did I pick up recently at another LCS? I got like my third copy of Die number 5, second printing, because why not? Can you have enough die? I picked up another Exiles number 2 and another Exiles number 2. Both of these are 20% off. And then check it out. This is really cool. Now we're getting to like the super good stuff. Samantha Branch, Will Not Bow. She's from Nova Scotia. I first saw her on All About Comics, Comics and Cold Ones with Pope and JP. And they had Samantha Branch on, and she was promoting Kickstarter. And I said, I'll support somebody's Kickstarter. Why not? And it took a while to get this, but I understand, like, you know, you got a job, you're doing this on the side. It takes a while to get your stuff out. I understand that. But check this out, man. I haven't opened this one yet. I wanted to show you how the packaging came. That's pretty cool. Shout out Samantha Branch, man. Shout her out. Woo! I like that. So close this up. Close this up. Close this up. Got a nice Gemini mailer. So what do we have here? We have this kind of lavender, beautiful lavender tissue paper. And then we've got string going through a wax seal. Well, that is just freaking special. Let's see if I can pull this off. I just pulled it off over the edge so that I don't have to break that. Hoping to be able to do this without ripping anything because it looks really cool. There is some tiny pieces of tape. She put her effort into this, you know. Good for you, Samantha. Really kind of dig this. Really kind of digging this. And I'm able to get it out with, I mean, that's like the only damage so far. So, yeah, totally digging it. One more piece of tape here. And like I said, totally digging that. I think I pledged at the level where I only got like a copy of issue 2 of Will Not Bow. I don't think I got anything else. Maybe I got like a PDF of issue 1. I can't even remember. Right, so that's pretty much intact. I still think that's really cool with the wax seal. Like, it's just little extra things that show somebody cares, somebody's trying, somebody's doing something good. I appreciate that. I really do. So, ooh, wow. I got more. I guess I reached some stretch goals or something. So this is a Mylar bag for magazine size, which is pretty cool. See if we can get that tape off and stick it on somewhere else. Because, you know, if you leave a piece of tape out, you know what's going to happen. You're going to rip your comic books on it. And then it's a regular sealer this way. So right away, I know I can reuse this bag. Hey, who's in the chat, man? Say hello. I've got somebody give me a thumbs up. Somebody actually watching me, which is like crazy because it's late at night and I'm tipsy and I'm just having some fun. All right, so we got dude, Biggies, what are you doing up at freaking 10:20, man? That's got to be 1:20 your time. I appreciate it. I really do. I got some cool books coming up. So this is just, she put a card in there, you know, Samantha Branch on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, Will Not Bow Comics at Gmail, and Twitch TV.Samantha Branch. That's pretty cool. We'll get to the comic last. We got The Art of Will Not Bow. I got a little artist book here. I appreciate that, man. Enrique is here. So she's just got a lot of thumbnail sketches here. That's pretty cool, brother. You know, I'm going to be back in New York in July. I think my dad's turning 80. So I'll be out in Long Island in July, like 17th through the 23rd. The hot months, man. That's just insane stuff. So you got like the fake birthday card or wedding announcement. No, sorry, 16th birthday. I had it right the first time. King Xian and Princess Zara request the pleasure of your company for Zara's 16th year celebration. So that's kind of cool. I mean, if you're a dork, if you're a geek, you like all these little extras. I like supporting independent, not just like independents like Image or Dark Horse, but like super real into Kickstarter independents, like you're self-producing this stuff. Marky's out on Long Island. I did not know that. You don't have to tell. I grew up in Port Washington. I don't know if you want to tell the town he's in or not. That's fine if you don't. But this is Samantha Branch's artwork, right? And so she's got some chops, man. Look at that. That is some quality artwork. I guess this is the young lady Zara, who is turning 16 in that birthday invite. Let's see. And here is the actual comic. The comic also came in. I like this. So this is issue 2. I don't have issue 1, but she's got some sweat beating up and she's clenching her fist. There's about I think he's from that town. She's clenching her fists here, and so she's obviously pissed off. And this is a pretty heavy comic. So I'm gonna say this is at least 24 pages, if not more. Like I said, I'm gonna rip that tape off. Hey, Biggies, I hope that I know you sold that Hulk the other day. I hope that whatever caused you to sell that got worked out okay, because I know that stuff can be kind of crazy and put a cramp on things. Yeah, this is maybe like Silver Age, Copper Age. This is like a slightly larger comic, or it's at least heavy stock paper. And look at this artwork, man. Samantha, I said she's got some chops. She really does. This is not amateur stuff. This is like really good stuff. They're fighting. There's bloody noses. They look very sexy, but I don't think there's no sex here yet. Right, she's 16. I don't want to see sex between them. That's inappropriate. Really inappropriate. But there's some great fight scenes and just some beautiful landscapes. So, oh, you're moving, man. I hope you're moving to a good place. I hope it's not like an emergency move or something, because that sucks. But we moved last August, and I know how those costs rack up, man. They really do. So, shout out Bake the Snake. I always want to point out people like Biggie's in the chat and like Bake, who know how to package stuff, right? So I won something on a Comic Heads auction from Bake right here. Came in this envelope, and then inside this, and then inside that was this. So you know that you're getting some quality stuff here. I hope so, man. I hope it works out for you. Where were you in Staten Island or Manhattan, the Bronx? Where were you moving from and to? Let us know. So I got this pretty cheap from Bake the Snake, and these are like beautiful condition, right? There's not a tick or a bend. There's not even a corner problem on them. So this is that art germ for Symbiote Spider-Man. It's not obviously the Virgin cover, but I still think it's pretty darn nice, right? A little Gwen Stacy action there. Nobody's going to argue against Gwen Stacy. I'm actually going to read this one because I don't know much Grant Morrison. He's kind of after my original comic time and before my new comic time. But this is Grant Morrison, and he's supposed to be a fabulous writer. I think this is a variant cover to his Green Lantern #1, so I'm kind of excited for that. And then I'm laughing, Biggies, because this was it Jersey Shore. All them kids from that MTV show were actually from Staten Island, from Jersey. So I hope you're not moving to the shore, but cheers to you. I hope it works. Sorry, got to do the label. Cheers to you. Hope it works out for you. I hope it works out for your family, and I hope that it doesn't interrupt the New York Warriors too much, because we love watching you guys break it down Monday nights. We love watching you guys kill it on your auctions on Tuesdays. So this is Josh Middleton has now taken his talents from Batgirl to Flash, and I looked at this, and this is so 70s. right? This looks like a dream catcher, like just like bad 70s art, but in a gooder man for by Art German is like it was pretty cheap. I can't remember what I paid, but I won that auction pretty easily. Um, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is a nice cover. So I wanted to show you this, right? This is how my man Comic Head 84 packages stuff. There is bubble wrap amongst bubble wrap. He does a nice job. So I won an auction from him. I got a couple books that I wanted, and I was really excited to get those books. I can see we got another watcher in here, man. Come say hello, my friends. So first of all, I didn't open this one because I really wanted to save this, but right here, check that artwork out, right? That's pretty darn sick, man. I like that. Go Comic Head. It says, congrats on the slab win. Hope you dig it, and thanks for hanging out and taking part in the auction. So Comic Head 84, he what does he want to do? He's saving up for something like a Daredevil #1 or a Submariner #1. He's saving up for some big book, right? So he was having this auction like 2 Saturdays ago where he's selling. He did like 5 hours with him and Bake the Snake, but mainly it was his stuff being sold. And he had this thing where if you win any lot in his auction, you get put into a raffle for another book. So first I'm going to show you what I won from his auction. Then I'll show you I won the raffle. So that's awesome. Oh, so that's what Mike said. Okay, this is crazy. Technology's, I teach robotics, so I know about technology, but sometimes it freaks me out what people can do with this stuff. So we're oops, looks like I ripped the bag on the side there. So anyway, I got this small lot. It wasn't much, but I figured I'd try to win a lot so I could get some books. So I got this Spider-Man 2099 #1. This is the first appearance of Spider-Man 2099. And if you remember, the first book I did in that big stack there, the first book I did in there was Punisher 2099, which I picked up like recently for super cheap. So I'm excited to get that. And then I got these other 2 minor books. I got Web of Spider-Man #90 and Amazing Spider-Man, which comes in a nice Mylar bag with a thick back. Amazing Spider-Man 365. So both of these holograms, I think they both have previews of Spider-Man 2099. So I won that lot for like, $14, $15. There's a real good deal. Not many people wanted it, but by winning that lot, I got put into the raffle. And biggies. I'm seeing I'm seeing a lot of them super cheap. And when I say super cheap, I mean like 50 cents, 25 cents. And I'm like, I'm just going to start grabbing them. What can hurt by getting a comic for 25 cents, right? It could be worth 2 cents 10 years from now when I lost 23 cents. Or it can be worth $20 because they do something to that character. And all of a sudden I made $19.75. So I think getting those 2099s is not a bad deal because they're rubbish right now. But, they might be worth something. All right, so I won that raffle, and the raffle here was for a little bit of tape. So like I said, he packaged this stuff nicely. There is going to be no damage here. So I stuck around watching this auction for a long while after I was done bidding on stuff, just because I wanted to win this. And so what does that Web of Spider-Man have then? Why is that important for anything, or just because it was a holographic one? I don't know. Oops. So this is the regular cover, which is still pretty sick. Batman Who Laughs 9.8. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm not a huge Batman Who Laughs fan. I'm probably going to sell this, but to win it for free and be able to like flip it for 20, 30 bucks, I'm pretty happy with that. It looks really, really nice. It's, modern. So it's the brand new CGC ones that are much stronger, but also don't have the jizz that like people talk about. So Pretty excited there. So yeah, I got a nice lot of stuff here. Um, like I said, I wanted to combine this haul with Sunshine's box. So if you don't know who Sunshine Collects Things is, he he's a rascal, and he's out there on Instagram. He's out there on YouTube, and he's calling people out for putting out boxes that cost a lot and just aren't worth crap. Oh, it's got the pinup poster. Let's see if that pinup is actually in there. That would be pretty cool. So yeah, Sunshine has put together these boxes. They cost $75, and the way he got people people jumped on them. He had to turn people away is because on All About Comics auction last week, was it last week or the week before, he did 2 mystery boxes. And people paid $50 and then $60 for the second one. And he showed what was in those boxes right away. And it was like $200-300 worth of comics, like good stuff all the way. So he's doing these mystery boxes now. One of them there's only 10 of them. One of them has Edge of Spider-Verse #2 first print. I've got second and third print on that. I'm waiting for that first print. One of them has NYX #3. So there's good stuff in there. And he says, I guarantee you're going to get your $75 worth of value, if not a lot more. And, he's all about put your money where your mouth is. And, if he's going to sit here and slag on, yeah, I got the pinup. If he's going to slag on if he's going to slag on people for selling crap mystery boxes, he's going to go ahead and sell some good mystery boxes. That's pretty cool. That is pretty darn cool. I can't wait to show that to my son. Thank Biggie. Thank Mike for showing me that. Yeah. Oh, Economics got the Spider-Gwen. Well, I'm getting the NYX 3, right? That's just the way I figure. Because as much as I want the Spider-Gwen, I think I want the NYX 3 more. I don't know, man. Those are 2 comics I really want. Those are like the modern comics I want. I really want that. So if I guess to list my top, 7 comics, I definitely want NYX 3. I definitely want Edge of Spider-Verse #2. I definitely want Miss Marvel #2, the Melina variant that was it Contender showed on? No, Archangel showed on your show. That I definitely want that one. Hulk 181, Giant Size X-Men #1, X-Men 94. Those are like my 3 big grails. But yeah, those are like those are like the big books I want. I have most of Why the Last Man #1. Those are the big books that I want. Otherwise, I've got a lot that I want. And a lot of the other stuff is I just enjoy collecting comics. I don't have many grails. I picked up Captain Marvel #3. It's upstairs, so I didn't get it. I thought it was going to be for this haul. But it's that was just a cool comic. It just looked cool. It's the, I'm like, this is cool. I got a Marvel team up with Spider-Man and Captain Britain. That was the second appearance of Arcade, or the first full appearance of Arcade. And I wasn't like, I have to have that comic. I just was like, that's a cool comic to have now. So if you've got a love for the history, I have a few grails, but I don't have comics that a ton that I have to get. I just have, these are fun comics to get. But NYX and that Edge of Spider-Verse are 2 that I am looking for. So that'll be pretty darn cool. So it's nice to know now I've got 1 chance in 9. If Economics got the Spider-Gwen, I got 1 chance in 9 to get the NYX. It's most people are thinking that the boxes are going to arrive tomorrow because he sent them out Monday. And they're the large priority boxes, right? They're this size. So people thinking 4 days, they should arrive on Friday. Unfortunately, I get all my stuff shipped to school. I'm not going to be at school tomorrow because I'm chaperoning my son's field trip. So I'm going to have to wait till Sunday to get that, or till Monday to get that, which is going to kill me. If I see videos this weekend and I see that somebody's got that NYX 3, I'm going to pull my hair out. And if I see videos and I see nobody has it, I'm going to pull my hair. Wait. Okay. Pull my hair out doesn't work. I'm going to go crazy. We'll see what happens. All right. Guys, to have Biggie's here just chatting with me, that's pretty awesome. Joker M21, Ike, I'm glad that you're there too. That's pretty awesome that you're talking through Biggie's phone. And anybody else watching this to rewind, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I've got a lot of crap to clean up now, bubble wrap and tape and cardboard and boxes. Cheers to you all. Get a good night's sleep. I'm going to go, and hopefully I will have something to show you on Monday when I get my box from Sunshine. Take care, Biggies. Take care, everybody. Thank you.